don't know if you remember or not. I don't know how you could forget. You know, there's times whenever we're in a hurry and we're trying to get stuff done. And,
Well, we not.
You know, you get cuts, bruises, whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And, you know, I'm the guy, you know, I see the light at the end of the tunnel, and it doesn't matter what's in my way. I'm going to go to the light, you know. And that takes me back to whenever we were rewrapping the car, you know, Bill's. And
You already know what you're fixing to talk about.
so, you know, I'm a little competitive, and well, that's where you get it. And me and Timmy were having a little competition pulling the old wrap off the, you know, the front end. And I had my knife, this knife in my pocket right here. And I had it going like this.
Hey, let's go ahead and put that down.
That's the top. Anyway, I was trying to get it going, and I saw that knife pointing this way, and I had a big sheet going. I said, "Nah, I'm gonna turn it around." So I go like this, and then as I'm pulling on it, it ripped, and I had all my weight on it. So I buried that knife in my leg right there.
Oh,
Right
I know. and you know, fun fact, I'm not there. I'm, you know, we're in the middle of the night. I'm out here tuning a good friend, one of my best friends, Justin Williams' car, or his wife's Escalade.
Yeah.
So we're what, 20 miles away?
Yeah.
I'm 20 miles away down the road. I get a call from Timmy. Timmy's like, I don't care where you're at. Get back here now. Your dad just stabbed himself. I was like, what provoked that? You know, and I didn't know what happened. So we're running back, and I get there, and Justin, we're all got hazards on, going as fast as we can. I get over there, and I look, and my dad's got a tourniquet around his knee, and he's white as a ghost. And I'm like, oh God, dog, what happened? And then Timmy's like, somehow he's pulling the wrap off and stabbed himself in the leg. I'm like, oh, he's like, but that don't matter. Get him in the car now. So get him in the car, and I shut the door. I get him in where we got in the Escalade. I had my truck there, but
Justin
it was
Williams.
what we pulled up in Justin Williams' wife's Escalade, and
Like,
we put him in there. And,
nice.
yeah,
Leather, nice.
got blood everywhere.
I got blood.
I shut the door, and Justin doesn't let me get in and just leaves. So I run to my truck, and I don't know where I'm going. I mean, you know, I'm not from Houston, so I'm not that familiar. And I'm over here with an 1,800 horsepower truck, and I'm just trying to get on it and just drift everywhere. And I'm like, calling Justin, where y'all going? He's like, the hospital. I was like, okay, well, that's
There's
cool. Which
100
one?
of them
You
down
know?
here.
So anyways, I find out where they're going. We get there, and this is right around when COVID picked up.
Oh,
so
Lord.
there's people got COVID everywhere, and you got to have a mask. I didn't have a mask, and I remember trying to get in the hospital, and there's people got just sick everywhere. And anyways, so I walk in, and the doctor's in there, and they had just sewed him up by the time I got in
They
there.
didn't sew me up.
What'd they do? I can't remember.
They packed it.
Yeah, that's what it was. They packed it. And Dad's like, hey, you want to see something cool? This is the first time I seen him. He shows his knife. I got my knife back. I'm like, I had it that far in there, and you can see the blood on it. And I'm like, oh.
I left it like that.
Yeah,
for
and
a
he
while.
left it like this. This guy's just crazy, you know, just absolutely crazy. So tells me that, and I'm just like, oh, I'm just glad you're okay. And I remember Justin Williams going, and he's like, dude, your dad really just did that. He stabbed himself pulling wrap off a car. And I was like, yes, he did. That's my dad.
But let me
he's all
tell
right.
you, the tune you put on that Escalade,
It worked.
It worked because he was white smoking the tires everywhere.
I know.
Drifting,
Trust me.
doing everything to get to the hospital.
People are probably like, what are these guys doing? I mean, you know, we're black Escalade, black truck, looks like we're some CIA stuff going on. You know, it was cool.
yeah.
Okay, so we're going.
Oh my God!
First time ever to SEMA. All right, we're driving all night. Me and this guy. I mean, I think I just got done driving like through the hardest, like 3, 4 o'clock.
Oh yeah, the hardest.
That was the
whatever.
hardest time. He was snoozing. All right, I'm driving through this Indian reservation, crazy place out here, and I don't even know where I'm going. But anyways, I'm driving through there. Everything's great. We get through it, and then Dad's like, all right, I'm gonna drive. So we're driving, and we get where were we at?
Wichita Falls, south of Wichita Falls.
And we're driving and, you know, just cruising.
Yeah.
And I turn on Bon Jovi, A Blaze of Glory. You know, we're driving down the road, just cruising 80 miles an hour and talking, just having a good time. And, you know, right when the song, it goes, shot like that, it goes, shot, and the tire blows out in the steer tire. And I'm like tripping out. Oh, sorry. Edit this back in. I'm like tripping out, like what happened? And then we realize the steer tire is out, and Dad's doing everything he can to keep it on the road. We got cars next to us. We got stuff going everywhere, headlights falling out and everything. And by the time we stopped, I remember looking in the back of the truck, and it looked like toter, the trailer was this far off the ground. I mean, it was just like leaning over. We pull over, we get out there. This is even better. We get out there, and we're like, all right, we got to fix this.
So, and this was a tire that had less than 3,000 miles on it.
Goodyear, by the way.
New.
Sorry, I don't want to say any names, but
yeah.
Anyways, we get this out here, and okay, we assess everything. We got the Lamborghini back there. It seemed to be all right. I mean, everything was, enough where we get it home, and we're looking at the toter, and we got to get a tire. So what are we going to do? So then we had a spare, so we couldn't get the truck jacked up. So we call the only place that we could get. We wait, 40 minutes? We get there. This is when it gets good. Guy gets there, and I'm on no sleep. I'm already, a little iffy. I mean, on several hours, no sleep. And he gets there, and he's trying to get his air compressor to crank. And I gave him about 20 minutes. I walked over. I was like, dude, I don't know why you're doing this if you can't have an air compressor that'll run, because, we need to get home. And he's like, it'll run. And I look up, and he grabs a Milwaukee half-inch impact and impacts the spark plug in it. And I was like, whoa, what are you doing? So I stop him. I fix it. Get it running. It was a low oil level sensor on it. Got it running. Cranked it up. And pretty much did all the work myself.
We did.
Jacked it up.
And then he still charged us.
And then I get the tire on it, impact it down, get it all done, drop it down. And he goes, all right, that's going to be what? What'd he say?
$300.
No, it was more than that.
Was it $400?
It was like $480. And I was like, for what? And he had to go, all right, get in the truck.
Yeah, get in the truck. Pay the man. Let's go.
We get in the truck and then get back on the road. And then I pretty much, we ordered a jack and stuff later after that.
Oh yeah, we got all that stuff.
that was it for me. But as far as one of the most craziest experiences, that was crazy.
So I used to wonder why you would see the ruts in the
running off the road,
medium and off the road, and I'm like, what, they dudes can't drive? No, I know what happened.
Yeah,
I get it now.
Yeah, you can drive. I saw it.
You can drive.
But we learned a valuable lesson.
What is that?
I really don't know, because I thought we had a good tire on it. So.
Yeah, well, so if I'd have just left it alone,
it'd probably
I wanted to put new steer tires before we went out there.
Yeah.
If I'd have just left it alone, we'd probably been fine.
Yeah.
It's when you try to, be proactive, so when it always bites you in the butt.
And this is the problem. We still haven't fixed it. Some of it's my fault, but we're fixing to get the thing, get it back together, get it all painted up and looking back in her prime.
Yeah.
And then you'll get to see a new version of the toter.
Yes.
And it deserves it.
It does.
It still runs good, though.
Yeah, it's a good truck.